my name's Tina, and it's time for a quick, fun summer look. It is the middle of July. When it's this hot, doing your makeup can be a struggle. So, in my opinion, you really should focus more on skincare and then doing a few things with your makeup. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to show you what I did for my skincare because it needs time to soak in really good. I do use quite a bit of product during the summer. So I have the Tarte Youth or Dare serum, as well as their Under the Sea. This is their collagen and whatever stuff. I actually started to really like this after I've used like most of the bottle. Before, I didn't really care for it, but as I've went along, I've seen more of what it does, and I actually am starting to like this. I'm not sure I would repurchase. It does give your skin a beautiful look for the summer because it is like, it softens, it brightens, it's just really pretty. These are for under the eyes. This is a hydration stick from Pure, and this is their Firm Up Under the Eye serum. Both are great. I love both of those. I use the Elemis moisturizer. This is the Pro Collagen Marine Cream. I love this stuff. It is amazing. To top it all off, I use the Tarte Squad SPF 30 sunscreen. I really like this stuff. It does dry down really nicely, but you do want to give it quite a bit of time to soak in, so a good 20 minutes. Before I do all that, obviously you want to have exfoliated and scrubbed and gotten all the goo off your face. Even if you just slept last night, make sure your skin is nice and clean before you get started on anything. After that, I mostly use like primers and stuff in the summer. This is an eye primer, Elizabeth Mott. This is one of my go-to favorites. It is amazing. And I bring it around the side. Either I do this or I use my Smashbox one for under eye specifically. I just bring it around the side and down. This holds your lower eye makeup on better. It helps prevent mascara smudging. At least that's what Wayne Goss said. I'm not sure how that works, but okay. He was the first person I've ever seen recommend it. It works like a charm. So the next step I'm going to use is this hydration balm from Wet n Wild. Now you can use this at several steps along the way. I usually use it right before I start putting on primer. It is amazing. I really love it. Oh my god, love it. I am going to be using a few different primers. So this is an oil barrier primer from Scandinavia. It is amazing. I'm almost out of it and I'm really sad about that because it works amazingly. It keeps your oils in your face from breaking up your makeup. This is when I really wish I had a fan because that takes a few minutes to dry down properly. Now I'm using just the regular Smashbox primer. They have several versions of this stuff and it's still one of the best primers out there. And they have different kinds, so if you don't like the silicone-y feel of it, they do have others that don't really have that feel. But it just feels so good on your skin. This is the Cover FX primer. This is just a pore blurring primer, and I'm just putting that around my nose and on my cheeks and any place that I personally have pores that I don't like, because it just blurs everything out really nicely and makes you look really pretty without the heaviness of foundation. And then over the top of it, I'm using this Yansa Glow Up Primer. I looked up about this, and it's more than a primer. It's actually like a BB cream. It's got color to it. This I just put all over my face. I wish this was a little different because just the way it is by itself, I don't like the way it looks unless I do all that other stuff underneath it. But I'm just using my fingers to smooth it all in. And these are all silicone-based primers, so they don't do anything stupid to each other. It just makes my skin look better. And that's all I really want from it. I just want my skin to look better. Now you can put on some concealer if you have under eye area issues. I've got some hyperpigmentation spots. And then I'm going to grab the Juvia's Place concealer and just use that to brighten a little bit in here. And just really seal that in down there. Now, if you do not have any issues, I would just skip a concealer. Okay, so this is the flower setting powder, and this stuff is like insanely finely milled. Okay, so I put powder all over my face, so now I look really pale, and we're gonna fix that in a second. But first I'm gonna do my brows using this Tarte Brow Architect. I am really trying to learn to love this thing. It's not going easily. It's definitely not as easy to use as my iconic London brow cushion, which I definitely prefer. I do love this brow gel though. If it were just a bit more filling, I would love it. Like it would be amazing. But it's just not quite filling enough for me. So for my eyes, I'm just doing a very quick look using the Smashbox Crystal Set. So just taking a blending brush and taking that light shade there, putting that all over my lid. And then I'm gonna take this burgundy color here and just use a tiny bit of it, tap it off, and blend it into my crease and outer corner. This is an amazing summer set because it does go on like it's a crystal set. So it isn't like insanely pigmented. It's more like a wash of color. It's kind of what I would expect from a crystal, except for the dark shade in there. But they are super pretty because you can build it up. But that's not what I'm doing today. So now I have this amazing eyeshadow, liquid eyeshadow from Smashbox from that crystal collection as well. And I'm just putting that all over my lid and just using my finger to sort of smudge it out a little bit. And then just for the inner corner, I'm going to use this glitter glue. And then I'm going to use a little bit of that pink and then this sheer shimmer over here. It's not sheer, it's opalescent. And I was just using a tiny bit of that just so I can blend these together. And I'm grabbing that opal color. So now I'm going to put down a layer of Lifted from Tarte. This is a waterproof, like swim-proof, sweat-proof mascara. So while that's doing its thing, I'm gonna grab the butter bronzer and my stippling brush, warm my face up as much as I can. Now I have my Cover FX palette. I'm gonna use the blush out of here and the highlight and the setting powder. And so I'm just putting on the lightest shade of highlight, and I'm gonna go back in before I do the next layer of mascara. And I'm going to just take that maroon shade again on that itty bitty lip blending brush, and I'm just bringing it around a tiny bit. And then I'm going to try to use this on my lower lash line. I've never tried this before. Oh, that works really well. But my upper lashes need a little more volume, even for summer for me. I'm going to use the lip liner from my Lip Architect. So I just smudged that in. This is not the shade of that I thought I'd grabbed. I thought I'd grab the more pinky shade. This is the Alamar lip gloss in Pearl. And man, that's the thing I've discovered about this. Putting different color lip liners under it really changes the color. Because this is a very pink, it's a pretty pink wash of color, but it doesn't stay very well for me unless I put a lip liner under it. And that made it way darker than I've ever seen it. But yeah, that's pretty much my summer look. I skip quite a few steps. I don't really do foundation or anything. It's just a lot of skincare and primers. And then my eye makeup and some bronzer and stuff. That's it. It's very simple and easy to do. There's no contouring or anything like that. It just really is pretty simple. I grabbed this shimmery powder. It has just a little bit of shimmer to it. And in the summer, that little bit of shimmer is beautiful. And it just blends everything together and sets it in place. But since I don't have on any foundation at all, this look is really easy to keep touched up and in place. So I'm just taking a little bit of setting powder to set down that powder. And then you can just take this compact with you, redo your powder, and you're pretty much good to go. For summer, for me, this is the type of look I prefer to do. Very simple. It still looks like I actually did my makeup, so you end up with a beautiful glowy look. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope your summer is better than the one we're having here. I'm wearing layers. They're light layers, but I'm wearing layers because it's been freezing here. It's not like insanely cold, but oh my god, it's not warm. I don't know what happened. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great summer. Bye!